Hello everyone and welcome to Groovy Duke, your channel for all things groovy-lang. If you find any of these videos useful, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share so that more people can have a groovy day. Today we're going to be talking about template engines. So Groovy has this notion of template engines which are built into Groovy. In a lot of other languages, you would have to add on libraries similar to the JSON that I was talking about in the previous video. In order to get that in other languages, you'd have to add libraries for it. And for what you're doing, it might make sense to use some of those other libraries because they might be more performant than the Groovy alternative. But if you're just doing something within a script or something like that, and you don't need the absolute highest performance, you can just go with what's in Groovy, and it'll make things a lot easier. But there are other template engines what is it? I think Velocity is one of them. That's one of the bigger ones, and it is very fast. There's also Rocker because I've heard of Rocker templates. Those are used, and those I think are even faster than Velocity. But if you don't need the screaming performance, you can use what's built into the language. And what a template engine essentially is it allows you to take some text and give it some information that you want to feed into like variables in that text. Similar, think of it kind of like your triple quoted strings with the string interpolation. It's kind of like that, but it's a little bit more performant, and you can use files with it and things like that, to get better performance and stuff like that. So for our example, we're just going to use the simple template engine. So let's get myself out of the way here, and we're going to go down to Groovy console, and we're just going to take essentially that example that was in the code there, slightly different, just so that we can see what's going on. And basically right here I have some text, and you can see here we're using $interpretation interpolation, similar to a triple quoted string, but this is just a single quote here, so this is just a regular string. It won't do any interpolation for us. And we have a binding here, and we have a second binding with just different names. And basically I'm just going to create the new template engine, and I'm going to create a template from that text. And with that template, I can do a .make binding, and I'm doing that for both the bindings I have, and just printing that out as a toString. Now, in a real example, you might actually be, doing this template and dumping it out to, say, a REST request from, on a web server or something like that, or dumping it to a file. But for the sake of example, I'm just going to print it out. And then you can see here, this is our string, and it says, "Dear John Smith, so nice to meet you in Boston. See you in June, Groovy Dev." And then the other one, which is, "Dear Sam Palora," I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Probably, completely massacred that name, but whatever. So nice to meet you in San Francisco. See you in December, Groovy Dev. So, that's basically what it is. It's just, in doing a string interpolation, but on a little bit more grander scale than what you would normally want to do within strings that are just within your, script or something like that. However, you can do that with just strings in your script, as you see here. But this is meant for, like, if you're doing, something a little bit more than, you'd want to do just within, a normal, string interpolation script. So that's pretty much all I have for you for the templates. So I will see you in the next one. Have a groovy one.